Barigani. Ooh, am I live? Oh, I got a warning message. Let me see if I'm live, y'all. First, let me see if I'm live. How y'all doing? Today is August the 29th, honey. I tell you, the first of the month comes like clockwork. Before you know it, the first of the month, yeah. Before you know it, the first of the month is peeping around the corner like, here I go, here I go, here I go. How y'all doing? Today is my Friday, okay? Today is my Friday, so I didn't want to get up. I'm just going to tell you, I didn't want to get up. I did go to the office yesterday and had a pretty good time until somebody suggested we should do this every month. Sit your ass down. It is 75 degrees in my area, and it is 6:54 in the morning, so we're not going to be here long. Only got 30 minutes before I have to log in. But I still want to make sure I take care of my skin, honey. Now, this morning I was laying in the bed and about 3 more news stories hit me, and I was like, what? What the world is going on? One is about the 14 or 15-year-old girl who took her mother out, and you know what I'm talking about. She turned down a 40-year plea deal. I mean, a 40-year deal. They was going to give her 40. She turned that down, and she came to court with a Catholic uniform on. Anyway, that ain't what I'm talking about today. I'm just like shocked. I had not even heard of this case. Really, really shocked. So let me share my screen. Y'all doing all right? Are y'all doing all right? Let's go on and get into this one first. Everybody was waiting. Everybody was waiting to see about them student loans. You better go and start paying on them. Go and start paying on them. And this is why it is so important. This is why the presidential election is not the only thing that you need to vote on. The Supreme Court on yesterday, okay, y'all probably heard it's all over social media, rebuffed a Biden administration plea seeking to revive the latest plan to tackle federal student loans. The court, in a brief order, denied an emergency request filed by the administration seeking to lift the nationwide injunction imposed by an appeals court. There were no noted dissenters. The order said the appeals court that is currently handled the case should render its decision with appropriate dispatch. The Education Department issued a regulation finalizing its savings on a value education or SAVE plan for July 2023, the month after the Supreme Court ruled the administration lacked authority to implement President Joe Biden's earlier loan forgiveness program. See, the president don't make the rules half the time. See, he said he want to do this. They said hell to the now. He said we're gonna do that. They said hell to the now. And a bunch of other big words. But in the end, it means no. The new effort, like the previous one, was challenged by multiple conservative lending states led by Missouri. Okay? So just in brief, real quick, go on start paying them loans. Go on start putting something on it. You know how we do, put something on it. Oh my goodness. Oh, now they cut that out, right? But California about to give undocumented people, undocumented, $150,000 so they can get a home. And you got people here creating tiny home communities because we can't afford a conventional home. Okay? Switch on over. We got another case to discuss, honey. Switch on over. Because we got another mother who'd have left some kids in the car. Yeah. And this one right here, she is discombobulated. Okay? This one right here, she done walked out that casino and she see black. And I got a little clip of the video. You're going to see what I'm talking about in a minute. She going to come out that casino. And to me, she ain't speaking no English. But at the same time, trying to speak English. Okay? She ain't speaking no English. And at the same time, speaking English. I don't know how she did it. I don't know how she did it. But she gonna come out the casino talking about, I'll let y'all see. I don't even know what she talking about. She'd have left 3 kids in the car, and 2 of them are toddlers. Toddlers. Twins. Toddler twins. So they're the same age. And I was watching the video. Some of y'all got these videos so long. I was watching somebody's video and it looked like I saw a man come out too. So I don't know if she was in there with somebody else or he came to the scene, to try to help her out. But, where is this woman at? Is this Ohio? Yeah. Come on, Ohio. It's Ohio, right? Ooh. They got you all up on the news, Ohio. Front and center. Ohio court records. Whoa, we done had a wild summer. I'm telling you. My hair's wet, y'all. Let me see. Share screen. Is this the one? Yeah. Here we go. Mom leaves twin toddlers in the car with a 7-year-old while she goes to the casino. This is crazy because kids always gonna have to use the bathroom. So why did you think it was okay to leave these kids in the car? A mother accused of leaving her 3 children alone in a car while she went to an Ohio casino. A 30-year-old mother in Rushville, Indiana, was arrested in May on 3 counts of endangering children. Y'all do know that's how your children can get taken, right? Just in case somebody else out here thinking this was a good idea, you do know this is how your children get taken away from you. Police say the woman left her 18-month-old twins and 7-year-old child in a vehicle unattended on the 3rd floor of a parking garage outside of Hard Rock. I hear so much about Hard Rock when it comes to peaches. But Peaches ain't never left her kids in the damn car. If you got a gambling problem, get help. Get you some help. Okay? Near downtown Cincinnati. The video captured the woman exiting the vehicle and entering the casino. The woman returned to the car, which the car was running. Less than an hour later. What if them kids got up there and was playing with the car? She was released from jail on her own recognizances. She just had to come back to court in June. She had to drive 80 miles to get there. She had to drive 80 miles to get there. Oh my goodness. Wow. So I'm going to let you see a little clip because this is somebody else's video, but I'm just going to let you see a little clip just so you can see how she was sitting up here. She couldn't even speak English when she saw all these police and security at her car. I done told y'all these casinos got more cameras than banks. Understand that.
Say it again?
That's where my kids did crazy over.
You went in to get food, but you got vouchers.
It's my fiance. And I didn't give you one go over here and let it play.
Okay, well, you guys have been in for 20-something minutes. You get your ID on.
Yeah.
Who's your fiance?
My name is Josh.
Josh what?
Stephanie.
Stephanie? You guys are all in from Russia?
Yeah, I'm really staying over here.
How old is his?
7 and 18 months.
What is it?
7 and 18 months.
7 and 18 months? How many are in there?
3.
Okay, so 7, 18 months, and
18
then
months.
they're both 18 months?
Yes.
Okay. Whose car is this?
Mine.
Okay, y'all. I'm going to stop it right there. Because as you can see, this is somebody else's video. And you don't have to shake your head and be like, what the hell is she talking about? Because don't nobody know what the hell she talking about. The only thing I heard was the child's ages. Because this lady, she came out mumbling, fumbling and mumbling, knowing that she wrong. He said something about she was coming out to get something, and he said, what? You got casino tickets in your hand. You got, what they call them things? I don't know. Them little circle things. You got chips in your hand. She talking about she coming out. She couldn't even think of a good lie. She couldn't even say, I'm sorry, I had to use the bathroom real quick. She couldn't came up with no good one. Because the casino get you up in there. They don't have no lights on. You don't have no idea of how much time done went by. That's so they can get your money. Okay? That's so they can get your money. They want you to be discombobulated at the casino. And I was looking at this ad, and I'm like, you get the information and all this and that, but they don't mention the lady's name, so I can look it up later on to see what happened. So the video and the news report that I looked at, they don't give you nothing about the lady's name. I thought that was real crazy. Now let's get to this story right here, which I found on TikTok. And I had to go, a lot of times when I see these stories, I Google them to see if they're real. And I had to really, really go looking for this one. Because when I saw that a 75-year-old nurse was found guilty of not taking care of her patient to the point to where the patient is no longer here. I'm trying to say it correctly. Condolences to the family. I said, oh my God. This lady was still working at 75. Let me let you see what they're talking about.
So today, on Nurses in the News, headline reads, Oregon nurse 75 found guilty of neglecting assisted living resident who died. When you think you're ready to retire and you're tired but still need to work, and you take these jobs that you think are just easy and cushy, and they're arresting people. Let's take a deeper look into it. 75-year-old nurse still working. An Oregon nurse who neglected an assisted living home resident who was subsequently died has pleaded guilty to first-degree criminal mistreatment. The Oregon Department of Justice said on Friday. Phyllis Dodd, 75, was working at Pacifica Senior Living in Klamath Falls when allegations surfaced that she had failed to provide nursing care to 3 residents. A subsequent investigation by the department's Medicaid Fraud Unit, the Sheriff's Office, and Klamath County Adult Protective Services found there had been serious harm to the residents as a result of continual lack of registered nurse assessments and failure to provide basic follow-up medical treatment. The state charged her with 3 counts of criminal mistreatment in January, 1 charge per resident, but eventually dropped 2 of the charges in exchange for her guilty plea. Dodd pleaded guilty to neglecting James Miller by failing to assess his condition, communicate with other staff, or properly document what was done for his care in January 2022. The patient was found deceased in his bed the morning after these failures occurred. Dodd's nursing license expired in July, according to an Oregon database of RNs. She was first licensed in 1991. In addition to 3 years of supervised probation, Dodd will have to do 150 hours of community service and will be forbidden from working as a paid caregiver. Now, whoa, it doesn't specify what she didn't follow up on, but the man died the next day. If you're ready to retire, you better go, because they don't care how old you are. They will prosecute you if you provide subpar care and someone dies. What are your thoughts on this game? Let's talk about it.
My thoughts are they need to get whoever she worked for too as well. They need to get whoever she worked for too as well, because someone 75 years old still working needs support. That lady needed support. She needed extra support. And I'm not going to say, why would you hire? Because maybe she's been working there for a long time. I'm not going to say, why would you hire? She might have been there for 30 years before. But somebody working at the age of 75 needs a lot of support from people around them if they're going to allow somebody to work at that age. And I'm not going to age shame, because there's a lot of people out here who are still working, but they are not caring for individuals. They might be the crossing guard, or they might be the greeting person at Walmart. But if you got somebody out here caring for folks at that age, they need to have some support. She was found guilty of neglect. They said she did not do some type of assessments. An Oregon nurse who neglected an assisted living home resident who subsequently passed away. She did plead guilty to first-degree criminal mistreatment. And see, they got her name all up under here. You see this right here. They got her name. I can see her name. Oh, this news report gonna make me pay for it. Phyllis Dodd, 75 years old, was working in the senior living facility. I'm not paying for nothing. Y'all heard the story. I'm not paying for nothing. But I think not only, she pled guilty, she's going to be punished, she's got her sentencing or whatever. I think they need to go after the facility as well, because it looks like everybody in that facility said, she didn't tell us nothing about the patient. Ain't no documentation in here. But as usual, when it comes to nursing, they give you more patients than what most nurses can care for. And this lady was just not agile enough to keep up with all those patients. And so the staff, everybody just turned their backs on her. They said, oh, you got 20 patients. You didn't tell us about this one over here in the corner. And if it ain't no documentation, they say it's not done. That's the rule in medical. That's the rule in healthcare. If it's not documented, it's not done. So if you don't have in there that you came in that room and you checked on that patient, even though you may have done it, the same time you went around and checked on everybody else, if it's not documented according to the law, it's not done. And you see, they didn't have nobody in there helping that lady, because they said the nursing staff said she didn't tell them about the patient and there's no documentation. So here go the nursing facility said there's no documentation. So the facility then turned on the lady. The medical assistants turned on the lady, said she didn't tell us nothing. So I think the family need to go after the facility as well. The facility is negligent as well. Now, I'm not trying to take up for her, but I'm just saying it's not one person in this situation that's involved. In the medical field, you're supposed to work together as a team. And maybe she didn't tell you about the patient, but medical assistants got patients too. Why didn't you go in there and check on the patient? Facilities knew that they were hiring a 75-year-old nurse, and they knew the nurse-patient ratio. Oh, y'all, let me go in here and take some more vitamin C and elderberry, because I went out into the world yesterday. I was outside. I went to the office and spent 4 hours. I went to the dog park. And coming home yesterday, I started to feel a little tingle in my throat. So last night, in the middle of the night, I got up taking elderberry, vitamin C, magnesium, and zinc. I was not playing. But I think this is like allergies, because, the weather is changing a little bit, and it's my throat. Got a little back and forth. But I'm going to find out their mother's name and come back another day with some more information about their mother who left the children in the car, because I think it's strange that I done went to the Google and didn't see her name. And in a video, I can't see her name. So I want to find out her name so I can see what happens in that particular case. Anyway, I got my skincare done. I'm not doing too much today. Today is my Friday. It's 7:16. I got to clock in about 14 minutes. You guys be safe out there. Have a happy, wonderful, safe Labor Day. And I will see y'all on my next upload. I may go live this weekend. I may not. Peace, riches. Oh, my throat. Oh, no wonder I don't see the button. Y'all have a good one. Happy holiday. Happy Labor Day.